Hey everyone, hope you're all doing well today. Today I have a video that we are going to be going through a leak code problem. Now I'm looking at making this more of a series while also adding in a couple different videos of learning more JavaScript and coding on program for you guys. But today we are going to do the longest subscreen without repeating characters. So let's go ahead and get right into this. Here we have, given a string s, find the length of the longest substring without repeating characters. Here we have a few examples. We're actually going to scroll down to the constraints. So it looks like the s consists of English letters, digits, symbols, and numbers. We're going to take a few more checks at this problem. So it looks like for example 1 we have the input, the answer is ABC with a length of 3. Example 2 has an input of BBB. The answer is B with the length of 1. So as we're looking at this, I'm starting to come together with some thoughts that we should use a sliding window. So for a sliding window, we are going to basically have to look at one of the examples, and with the example, well, with the sliding window technique, it has more requirements over the two-pointer, which I've been learning recently. So let's go ahead and form a window over a portion and take a look into that. So yeah, I'm thinking that for this problem we can use the right pointer and scan it across the string and advance one at a time, and have the left pointer stay in the beginning. So let's go ahead and get that started. We have here the variable length of longest substring, function is s, so we have that set up. Here we're going to go ahead and set up a way so that if the string is either 0 or 1, that it will actually return that string. So we won't have to go, or return that length, so we don't have to go through it. Alright, so let's go ahead and set up a hash map. So go ahead and do const. We'll go ahead and call it scene characters. So the characters that are seen. Let's go ahead and make that hash map. Alright. Now that we have that, we can go ahead and do let's go ahead and do the left pointer in the longest scene string. So we're going to do let left equals 0, longest equals 0. Alright. Now let's go ahead and initiate a for loop. We're going to have that for the right pointer moving. So let's go ahead and do for let right equals 0. And we're going to have that right be less than that s dot length. And we're going to initiate right. Alright. After, I'm thinking that we should go ahead and store the current character. So let's go ahead and do current character again. Let's do it for the right. All right. After that, I'm also thinking that we can do a check to see if it exists. So it's going to store the key and value pair. So let's go ahead and do const. We're going to use previous scene char. That's going to equal the scene of the current char. Alright. Let's go ahead and do let's do a check if greater or equal to left value. And if it isn't, then we'll do like a return false type of thing. So let's go ahead and do if previous scene char is less than or equal to the left. Let's go ahead and do left is equal to the previous scene char. And let's do +1. So the reason that we want to do the +1, I'll talk about in a little bit. But let's go ahead and keep going with this. So let's see, we want to replace the value in scene at the current character. So let's go ahead and do scene. Let's do current character, and let's equal that to the right. All right, and we want to count the elements from right to left, not between. So we want the former, not the later. Let's go ahead and do the longest is equal to math.max. We're going to be using math as it is JavaScript. We're going to do longest right minus left. We're going to want to add that +1. All right. Let's go ahead and return the longest. Let's go ahead and run a check for this. Hey guys, so I went ahead and fixed up a little of my code so that we could go ahead and run this and have it accepted. So went ahead and run it. Looks like it's accepted. We have the test case going. All right, let's go ahead and submit it. So it looks like that we get a runtime and a memory usage. That they are not the best, but I know that there is a different way that we can use the map that would make this code run a lot faster, although the time for this would be on, so the string basically is getting longer and we'll iterate over it more and more. It's for loop only is getting scaled. And for our space, it would also be O of n, as the hash map is storing the entire string. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little intro to me starting on some code problems, and I hope you guys like how I talk through the problems and show you in code. And hopefully you guys can follow along and go back and retry this too.